Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and leave us a 5-star review on your podcast apps.
Yes. I went on a date once with a girl. I go pick her up. And I don't know why, man. She had a dog, but it's such an ugly dog. And I just said, your dog is so ugly. And apparently that's like fucking calling a white girl the N-word, because her dog was like, one of those, like pharaohs. They're all deformed. It was like, just one eye pointing here and the other. And I'm like, oh, your dog is so ugly. But I said...
the face again. It was like...
I'm trying to have my eyes...
Face. It was like,
This is my only pet. That's the only...
Eid Mubarak. Do you... you're a Muslim.
Well, my parents are Muslim. I'm not...
I think I didn't even ask. I said, you're Muslim.
I mean, I'm not... My parents are Muslim. I still believe in jihad, but just for spiritual reasons.
What is jihad? Jewish Jesus or what the fuck?
Well, no, jihad and...
I just know jihad from like South Park stuff.
It's
like Durka,
like
Durka.
Wait.
The
West and
so
everything.
is your family celebrating Eid?
No. We're not a religious family, but it's still... Like, I still wish people a Merry Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. So I'm like, what? It's a happy thing.
So like, listen to this. Like... Imagine I just fart.
Listen to this. That's your God.
No, but like imagine like, so look, do you celebrate Christmas?
No.
So you get no presents, right?
No.
But you believe in Eid stuff, right?
No.
So what do? Your whole life is holidayless.
Yeah.
No wonder you're a comedian. You need some cheer in your life. That's
I'm very
insane.
happy. I'm happier than you weirdo.
Yeah.
I'm content. I don't need the...
Listen, you need a holiday.
what do you
celebrate?
My friends' birthdays. I like to celebrate those. People I love's birthdays.
I don't do that. I don't celebrate birthdays.
No?
No. My 30th... Well, no, I mean my 20th birthday.
Yeah.
Which happened last year. I didn't do anything. Actually, no, I did.
By the way, you remember the rule, no open legs, no feet?
No feet.
I'm extending it to no...
Okay, I'll do this.
Oh.
Okay, so for my 30th birthday, we'll talk about our 30th birthdays.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Wasn't that long ago?
Actually, I remember it. Yeah, go ahead.
It was exactly what I wanted. Claire's like, should we invite your family and your friends and all these relatives? We'll have a big party. And I was like, no. No, you fucking fuck, no. Because I hate all that shit.
Yeah?
I planned...
Yeah, describe your perfect birthday party.
So we went... on a nice little walk. It was August 2nd, so it's a nice, beautiful summer's day. Going around, we stop by a depanneur and we pick up a couple of ciders. We start walking. We sit in the park. We laugh.
Just you and her?
Me and her only. We walk down the road. We continue walking down Montreal Street, and it was pedestrianized. I know you drive a car. You must hate that shit or whatever.
I hate everyone who's not in a car. I don't get it, dude. A car is. Anyways,
No. Continue because I want to hear.
Okay. There's a big movement now that says fuck cars. I think cars are awesome.
Yeah.
I think people are kids these days. They're depressed because they don't have cars.
Really?
Yeah, cars.
Kids don't have cars.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have cars. But when I say kids, I mean people in their 20s. When I was 16, I couldn't wait to have a car. I got a car before I had a permit.
That's crazy.
I had a car for like 2 years.
No way.
I was failing. I was driving to the place where you do the test. Failing the test and then driving back home.
No way.
I couldn't wait. For me, a car is a sign of freedom. For me, it's like you have a car, you can do whatever. You can go wherever you want.
But it's so funny. You don't live in like Montana where it's like living on like it where you need a car or a horse to get to the store or whatever.
It's just the freedom of going. Like I'm going there now, and here's the thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're depressed. You never move from the sofa." Like a sign of depression is that you're stuck on the sofa. You can't move from the sofa. You have Cheetos all over yourself. You smell like shit. But when you have a car, and people say, always go for a walk. You'll feel better. It's good for your mental health. But you don't have the energy to go for a walk because you're depressed.
Okay.
But when you have a car, you don't even need to wear pants. You just get in a car.
Yeah.
Turn on the car. All you need to do is this. And then you have the world.
I guess so.
The world in front of you.
I grew up with bikes, so like all my friends would go on long, dumb bike rides. We caused trouble.
Yeah, that's fun. But the thing is, I had a bike, but then I grew out of a bike because I became an adult. My voice dropped. I grew balls. Why would I?
Nah, it's still fun, man. I like going on a nice bike ride. I don't know. The thing is, like,
listen, I'm not okay. I'm shitting. Yeah. I'm shitting on bike. I'm saying I disagree with the like no car movement. I think cars are great. They're just that people still use cars. They just call it Uber.
Yeah.
Like when people want to have a car, they're like, "Oh, we'll call an Uber." So we just have an immigrant.
No, exactly. No, I totally get it. I think cars are awesome, but like,
awesome.
And people get mad in traffic. I don't really get that mad
Me
in
neither.
traffic unless like I gotta be somewhere right now or whatever. But
Do I get mad in traffic? You've been
No.
in the car with
No,
me a few
no,
times
no,
because
no,
I
no,
insult
you never get
a
mad.
lot of people.
but it's more like racism generally, usually.
You recently?
No, I'm
yeah?
joking. No,
I would say-
I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking.
but like I'm trying to think. I'm taking it not as but like no, it's usually misogyny. But,
yeah. Anyway, that's funny. No, I like cars, man. But I do. This is the car I want to have more than anything. Like not more than anything, but more than the other car. I would want to get a Tesla one day.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty neat cars because it's basically like having a toy rather than like a vehicle that's like an adult fun. Like
I find. Listen, I fully agree. I think Teslas are cool. As a man who's a fan of like advancement of technology, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. When you drive a stick shift like I do,
oh yeah,
it's an added fun. I find Teslas are nice, even automatic cars, but you remove a little bit of the fun. Just
No, I feel you.
10% of the fun, and you're like, when I'm driving sometimes, I'm like, and it's just, you feel more present.
Then you must love the UK. They don't have automatic cars in the UK.
Yeah, that's cool.
Only anyway,
Yeah, but they have British people, so
yeah, I know.
you got to gauge. Do I want
I know they ain't automatic. Those people.
Have you ever driven on the other side of the road, like sober?
No. No.
When I went to Cyprus, we rented a car, and I drove, and it fucked up, man. Remember when we were talking last episode of Mirror World, where everything is mirrored?
That I was watching that clip, or I was talking about it, and I was like, "You're like, when there's Mirror World, and you're looking, and you look this, and you see that," and I'm like, "No." He's like, "What? You don't look behind you in the mirror?" I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "It's not real." He's like, "Of course it's not real."
It's not real, as if I'm not.
I'm like, "Yeah, I
He's
know,
not
but
real.
I don't think of it as a world." I'm not. It's funny you're projecting your childhood onto my childhood. I had like
I thought everyone,
Tzatziki world,
because
or
you look
whatever.
and you're like, hey, like what I look.
Hey.
You never like when I remember like when you look in the mirror and then you do this and then you see
Yeah.
what you thought would not appear in the before you understand the reflection. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways, when I was in Cyprus, I drove, and if you're not the first like 2 days, I had to be like, oh yes, I am driving on the other side of the road. And one time I just turned as if I was driving. Like I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be here.
Fuck.
Plus, it's weird because you're changing with this hand,
Yeah,
and
okay.
suddenly I'm like, I don't know how
Yeah.
to use this hand.
It is
So
fucking-
fun, but that's fun. That keeps me in the present. I find like it's nice. You get in Tesla, you press a button, and then it just takes you there while cleaning your ass in a bidet or
I
whatever.
know, yeah, but then I don't know, whatever. Anyways, let's get back to my birthday, I guess.
All right.
Okay, so favorite birthday ever. Walking down the road. There's what the hell was that?
What?
I went,
Okay.
There's a sausage shop, my favorite
A
sausage
sausage shop.
Yeah, it's called William J. Walter Sausages.
William J. Walter sausages.
Yeah, in Montreal. They have
Oh.
they have a few locations. The one we went to was the one in Mount Royal. Got a couple of sausage sandwiches. Amazing. Another couple of ciders. Sit in the park. We're enjoying the time. Claire then suggests we go
blowjob.
we go to the pet store
A blowjob.
from a dog. And then she says, Gabriel, I'm buying you a bird.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's the one who got you.
She got me
Andrew-
Arnie that
Arnie.
and Arnie that day.
She adopted the baby.
Yeah,
She's
yeah. And we brought him home, and it was the best birthday I ever had.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, best birthday. Beats getting shit faced at the
Yeah,
club.
that's after losing your previous bird.
Much
later.
much like years later. Yeah.
I remember when we didn't know each other back then, and you used to talk about losing your bird.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't lose a bird; it just escaped. It's free, and you're like, no, it's gonna die.
It's gonna die.
Yeah, but it's gonna die free.
It's not gonna die free. It's like, where's my mommy and where's my daddy? And it flies into a jet engine.
Your bird, remember the plane that had to land on Hudson Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your bird. The bird's like, Allahu Akbar.
Dude, yeah.
It converted to Islam
It's so funny.
and crashed into the plane.
Dude, it was a failure. It didn't kill all those white people. To
They will
the
try again.
listener or the viewer, I had a bird for 17 years. It flew away. And when I was like younger, and that's when me and Amer met. I started doing comedy. That was like my first bit that would start getting laughs.
Yeah. And in my mind, I didn't tell him this because we weren't close. I'm like, it just went where it's supposed to go, in the air, on a tree.
I know, but it's almost like saying the dog should go in the wilderness, in the woods.
There's a reason I don't have animals.
Yeah.
I don't want
the
to
gerbil should go in the guy's asshole.
I always like when I
The
saw
horse should lick my balls.
That's true. I agree.
Sorry, go on.
I always thought that have you ever seen a well-behaved dog?
Yeah.
Like the owner is like sit, and he sits, and then roll, and then he rolls.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And I was like, this is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
No, a dog should be like just wild. You're a wild animal. Why are you so? Why are you being a bitch? Which is funny because a bitch is literally
lady
like
dog.
don't be a fucking bitch to this. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know, or like
I know.
or a horse that can do like this. The thing
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Like it goes backwards.
Fucking kick the guy and then fuck him in the ass. Like you're an animal.
Kick the guy and fuck him in the ass.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
You know what I mean? Why are you? I don't. Just weird when I see like a well-behaved animal.
Kick the guy and fuck him in the ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then eat some hay.
Yeah, eat some hay. Oh my god! Imagine, because there's people that like to go fuck animals and stuff, right? But like, what type of animals? The thing is, like,
goats.
I know if you want
thought about it.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Apparently,
Yeah.
goats have. Apparently, it's not by research. I just heard it.
Mhm.
I didn't test it out.
Mm-hmm.
But goats
Yeah.
have the closest thing to a female vagina.
Really?
Well, female goats have the closest thing to a female vagina in the animal kingdom.
Oh.
You know what that means?
Okay, yeah, they have an actual vagina.
Yeah,
But
they're mammals.
it's like a
Plus, it's the perfect
landing
height.
strip or whatever, you know.
Yeah, like that means someone fucked numerous animals,
Yeah.
and he's like number one goats, number two frogs or whatever. Like it's weird.
You know how like doctors that like check your ass or whatever? They have doctors that check goat vaginas.
He's like too acidic.
So Claire.
What?
So Claire's
Vagina is very similar. I'm sorry. I'm bringing it up.
Okay, I can't remember whose story this is. Like Claire's somebody just she knows, like maybe friends, family, or somewhere had there's like I think like her friend's parents, like one of them was like the woman, right? And they divorced, and the father apparently was like alone in his house, and he's getting all crazy and shit, and nobody knew why. And no, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm fucking up the story completely. So the parents were having trouble, right? Having marital issues or whatever.
Yeah.
And their dog was getting sick a lot, and everyone's wondering, but the rumor got out that the father was fucking the dog in the town. He was fucking him outside, like, but in the graveyard.
Male dog, female dog?
I don't know, dog or whatever.
Yeah.
And then apparently, I think I don't know the story at all. This is the story. This is the details I know. Man
British
fucked
people,
dog
man.
in England. So I'm making up this whole story as it goes. I don't really exactly know the story.
Well, we know they're related to Claire. So Claire, if you're listening to this, Gabe is spilling the beans.
So basically,
Funny you censor like my girlfriend, beep, like as if we don't know who you're talking about.
oh my god, this is insane. So let's say the mom's at the corner store, let's say, talking to like somebody. She sees a relative and she's like, oh yeah, our dog was feeling sick, but now he's feeling really great. And then the whole town's like, the dog was sick because your husband's been fucking the dog, you old dumb bitch.
That's a crazy ass story. But wait, has it ever been confirmed?
I think he got caught, and then the wife was like, oh, but she was fucking cats, so I don't know. That's a crazy podcast already.
Oh my god, it's we're going deep. Is it because of Eid? Is it because it's the Eid?
It's Eid.
Okay, so I wanted to bring up this.
Really good.
I sent you the photo. I don't know if you remember seeing it. So I was on Twitter, and let's go back to Hezbollah, the most famous Muslim right now in the world. Hezbollah, the midget.
Hezbollah is oh man, yeah.
Sorry, a tiny person or whatever the word is.
Yeah, no, I didn't know he was Muslim.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So I saw a photo. It's so interesting, man. It's he posted the photo. So he's in the Mecca. You know the Mecca?
Yeah, it's where it's like a square.
Okay. So there's 5 pillars of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to say that you're a Muslim. Like you have to do a prayer. I think you have to give to the poor.
Mm-hmm.
You have to visit the Kaaba. And I think there's a 5th one. I don't know. Get jiggy with it. I don't know what it is, but there's like
Okay.
I don't remember the 5th one. But One of them you have to go to the as a Muslim, as a devout Muslim, you have to go to the Kaaba. So devout Muslims, like I remember in my childhood seeing people prepare for it and reading books because you get a title. You become a Hajj, or I don't know what it is for
Hajj.
A Hajj.
Hajj.
Like Hajj Gabe or Hajj Amer. Like we went there.
What'd you call me?
the H word.
Yeah.
But it's a big thing in Islam to visit the Kaaba. So as I said, people prepare, they read books, and you don't go there when you're young because afterward you're supposed, like after you go there and you come back, you're supposed to be wise and like cool. I'm an adult now, you know, I can give advice. You're somebody in Islam. So it's a very big thing, and it's the most sacred place in Islam. I don't know what it is for. I don't know, like for.
And this is the Mecca.
This is the Mecca.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the good equivalent for like atheists. I don't know. Disneyland,
Starbucks, or whatever.
No, but like a big. Oh my God! Like is it?
Yeah, like Universal Studios.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like
oh
that.
my God!
Yeah.
This
Harry
is
Potter
Land, whatever. Something like you go and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Springfield or something. Yeah.
It's huge. So people who go there, they come changed because they see a sea of humans and they're all like being pious and praying, and they're like, yes, and we did it. And I haven't seen it in 20 years. So in the past 20 years, people got cell phones. Like the last photo I seen is just, you know, old people or young people there. They're doing the 7 turns. And then now I'm seeing pictures of it again because it's Eid, and people have their cell phones. So of course they're like taking selfies with the Kaaba, with the cube behind them. And they're like, oh my God, I'm in Mecca, I'm next to the Kaaba.
Wow.
And they're like, oh my God, I made it. This is crazy. This is
Is it hard to get to?
No, you just have to go there.
Take a train or a bus or a plane.
You go magic carpet. Actually, it's funny you say that. No, it's in Saudi Arabia, and you're supposed to go, I think, around the end of Ramadan or beginning of Ramadan or during Ramadan. This is like the holiest of time to go there. You can go there before, but a lot of people go there because you get extra points. Don't quote me on this. I haven't read up on my Islam, but basically people are taking selfies now, and I'm like, oh, it's funny that they allow cell phones on the holiest of places in the world. But it's cool. You see people like super excited, like, oh my God, I'm in Allah, I'm with Allah or whatever. You know, like they tag Allah in the photo.
Okay.
When I was young, I thought it was the house, like his pied à terre.
He's in his house.
Whatever. It's supposed to be super fan. I'm gonna get burnt at the stake for
Why? No, you're telling me a nice story.
So anyways,
That's made up. No, I'm joking.
You'll show the photo because there's something so hilarious about it. So someone takes a photo of Hezbollah and stop playing with your feet. Someone posts a photo of Hezbollah, like someone like his friend take a photo of Hezbollah, and behind him it's the Kaaba, and behind him there's someone taking a photo of Hezbollah.
Oh.
So instead of taking a photo of the holiest place in the world, he's like, oh my God, it's Hezbollah. Click.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably took a bunch of photos.
Probably.
I don't know. There's probably more freakish shit going on there. It's like Burning Man. Or
no. It's the most. It's the you don't. Again, that's why it's the sacred place.
So what do they do for fun?
So the guy's like, oh my God, the Kaaba. Oh my God, Hezbollah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's funny that
probably the most fun thing going on.
You're supposed to be in awe. It's as if you saw God. You're like.
Really?
It's
even
crazy.
In 2022, you see a fucking.
Well, if you're religion, you're still in the year 14th century. You understand?
Right. And they see a little man, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's
exactly it's
a ghost." Or
it's just I found it funny that like, oh my God, and it's like, it's a midget. Click. It's a famous midget.
Dude, imagine when we die, like all this shit is like real, and there's like ghosts, and the devil is there, and God's there, and you just take like an elevator to go all around.
Yeah. Listen, if heaven and hell exist, I think until now, I think I'll be fine to go to heaven. Yeah. Would you think? Okay, here's a thought. Here's a theoretical thought. Would you say, let's say God exists, and there's heaven and hell, and there's angels on your shoulders, and they're going, this is good and this is bad.
Yeah.
Would you say making people laugh like we do for a living is a good thing or a bad thing?
It's probably a good thing, but isn't it all depending on your intentions, right? Like, are you going, like, when you make people laugh, is it because you want you want them to feel good,
Yeah.
or does it make you feel good to
Yeah.
make them laugh?
Well, I have a theory on that. I have a theory on that. I have a theory. There's nothing that you do for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in the inside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You do
yeah,
everything for yourself.
No, I
When
totally-
I'm being kind to another people, or I'm helping someone who is below
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
it sounded weird. Not below me, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm doing it because at the end I end up feeling good.
Yeah.
Even if I don't tell anyone, it's always me.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's something wrong with that. That's just
Mhm.
you're you. You're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
with
yeah.
yourself. So yeah, it's okay to make yourself feel good. It's
Mhm.
like going. It's a spiritual spa.
That's
good, man.
cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you're like, I did something good. I
Ah.
feel refreshed.
That's why I always say whenever I do my good deed for the day, that means I could do my bad deed for the day.
Yeah.
Like,
You know
I
what's
don't know.
funny? I thought about it, but I think Steve Martin had a similar bit. I used to have a joke. I went on a date once with a girl when I used to drive for Uber.
Mhm.
And I met a girl. She got in the car. She was going to Colombia, where she's super smart.
Mhm.
And we really bonded. So we exchanged numbers at the end. And I'm like, hey, when you come back, we should. And she's like, yeah, of course.
Mhm.
So she comes back. I go pick her up. Not as an Uber driver, but as a date.
Okay.
And I don't know why, man. She had a dog, but it's such an ugly dog. And I just said, your dog is so ugly. And apparently that's like fucking calling a white girl the N-word, because her dog was like, one of those, her dog, like pharaohs, they're all deformed because they all used to fuck each other.
Oh, yeah.
It was like staring at a pharaoh. It was like, just one eye pointing here and the other. And I'm like, oh, your dog is so ugly. But I
Do
said,
the face again. It was like,
I'm trying
it was
to have
really
my
good
eyes,
face.
like having my eyes point in two different directions. And dude, it was so, and it just started the date badly.
Funny face.
And then anyway, she gets in the car. We go to a bar. I'm like, oh, let's go. I think we
Why
went
is the dog with you guys?
no, I think she wanted the dog to pee before she goes.
Oh,
out.
oh.
And I just said this. Anyways, we get to the bar, and I held the door open for her.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that before. For some reason, I tend to bring out the feminism
Mhm.
in women.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
Something in my voice or in my face or in my actions. But I held the door open for her because that's what I do,
Mhm.
And she accused me of benevolent sexism.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Amer, you're just being kind so that I fuck you. And I was like,
Huh?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Why was she joking? Was she like pissed off?
Oh, yeah. Listen, the date lasted 3 hours. For some reason, I don't know why. I just didn't say like, you know what, salam alaikum. And I left. And I'm like, I'm going to stay this. I'm going to end up probably with material.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm going to try to understand where she's coming. I don't know what were my intentions, but the poutine was great. But we just ended up talking, and nothing happens, of course, at the end. But I remember going like benevolent sexism.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, Amer, you're just being sweet so that I fuck you. I'm like, yeah, that's an excellent reason to fuck a guy.
Yeah.
It should
But
be like
it's
mental
also
connection.
part of
physical
the
connection.
reasons, right?
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
yeah.
I think there should be 3 reasons, right? Physical attraction, mental connection or mental attraction, and he's kind.
Mm.
And then I thought about it, and I'm like, I'm not doing it for her. I'm doing it for me. Because, what you just said, if I do all the good deeds, I can do the bad deeds.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if I treat you really well when you're clothed, I can jizz on your face and not feel guilty afterwards.
Oh,
I
that's
need
wild.
to, and then I remember Steve Martin saying like, he has a line like, I need to treat you really well so that later I can treat you like a whore.
Oh,
which is such a, like Steve Martin.
Where's this from?
One of his
Albums?
stand-ups. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he phrases it differently because he's a genius and
Damn.
I'm not at that level. But I'm like, I
Wow.
need to like,
I guess you were really a wild and crazy guy that night.
not really.
Like nobody would get that reference other than
like
the one guy that like Steve Martin left alive.
But it's funny you brought up I need to do the good deeds so I can do the bad deeds. Do you really believe so? Do you really?
No,
Yeah.
it's this dumb thing.
Yeah.
But I do. I don't know. Like sometimes like you stumble into a good deed. Like
Yeah.
a guy dropped me and Claire were hiking and some guy dropped like his camera cap, like how
Yeah.
thing, and then I found it and I was just standing around with it, and then I saw a guy with the camera. I'm like, "Is this yours?" He's like, "Oh, thank God." Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't earn it. I just handed the first guy I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, it's It's there's different levels of like narcissism.
Yeah.
Because I think you do it, as I said, you did it because it's as I said, spiritual spa. I think that should be a good name. For
That
the
is
podcast,
cool.
spiritual
Yeah,
spa.
it's interesting.
And then the second level is that when you tell others about your good deeds, and third level is like when you post it online.
Yeah.
They're like, I think at the beginning you're like, okay, he's just a regular piece of shit human.
Yeah.
Then he's like, oh, he's doing it for attention. It's more like the deeper you get,
I know.
the worse. I think you should go deeper in hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether heaven is real or not, I'm doing it just because I like writing jokes. That's why I like making laugh. So if you guys laugh, we don't care.
No, I don't care.
Allah, if you're watching, Allah is a secret. Did you know Allah is a bonehead? Allah is a bonehead, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah, you're right. You want me to? Can I draw a picture of it?
You can draw a picture of the Prophet if you want.
Oh, who are people mad over? I can't remember. Like people are mad over because they drew the Prophet.
Well,
or
there's for some reason, I don't know why, every like 7-8 years, someone in Europe, a white person in Europe, decides to draw the Prophet or burn the Quran.
Oh.
And then every 6 or 7 years, the Muslims like, you cannot do this, and then they go murder one.
But where do they come from? Do they take a plane, or they just happen to be living in the same area?
There's a huge population of Muslims in Europe. Yeah. And it's
that's brutal.
That's why they remember Je suis Charlie?
Yeah.
They drew a caricature.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to have a joke like, why just make a sculpture? It's cooler.
Make a sculpture. Hey, that's the next thing. My mom used to threaten me with the devil.
I thought you were going to say, my mom used to threaten me with the prophet.
He's kind of like a prophet.
I think he's a fallen angel. Isn't he a fallen angel?
Who, the devil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what fallen means.
It's like he turned bad.
He turned bad?
Yeah.
Or is he a soldier of the evil?
No. So he was, I guess he was nice, but he like kept on, he was late for work, and he like left his lunch in the fridge and went spoiled, and he stole someone's milk or whatever.
He never did the dishes.
And then eventually like he got fired or whatever. The devil was like God was like, come into my office, devil. And he's like, his name was Devil. Devil doesn't mean bad. It just means it's his name. It's like Frederick Devil or whatever. And he's like, listen, we're gonna let you go. He's like, what the fuck? What? And then he started his own company.
Yeah,
that's how
what?
Yeah.
People are gonna want to hang out with me. And you're losers.
And then I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're more real, But anyway,
I would want to visit heaven and hell the same way I want to visit like another galaxy. I always that was one of my dreams is to be able to get into like a spaceship or whatever and just go like, oh, let's go visit Saturn. Yeah. Just to see like, oh my God, this is what Saturn looks like.
Yeah.
I always the only technology I always wanted, and I'm scared I'll never get to experience it in my lifetime, is teleportation.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Dude, they're putting trillions of dollars into electric cars, into electric cars and bullshit like this, and teleportation would solve all our transportation.
Haven't you seen the movie The Fly?
No.
So it's about a guy who invented teleportation.
Yeah.
But then if you mix two things, he turned. So a fly flew inside his booth.
Yeah.
And turned him into a fly.
So he became like a huge fly. I think isn't it like a 1940s film or something?
There's a few, but this is the one from the good ones from the 80s with Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll bzz.
No, he dies in the end.
Saturn. I don't give a shit. We all die. But you get to experience like another constellation. You get to visit. I don't care. How many pillows do you need to fall asleep?
Oh, this is cool. Well, not really cool.
We're so old. Like, oh my God, such an interesting subject.
Well, so sometimes I don't use any pillows.
Really?
I lay flat on my face. I lie
on your face, like
yeah. Like sometimes it's like this, but sometimes I'm just like this, and I have a pillow on top of my head, crushing my head, and then I have a pillow on my ass. So because look, I get hot at night, right? And I don't want a whole blanket on top of me. So
no blanket.
Sometimes I don't have a blanket.
Are you naked?
No, I'm not naked. But especially in the summertime, right? You're kind of warm. Even if you have air conditioning, sometimes it gets fucking hot. But so I don't have a blanket on. But I like the pressure of a blanket, right?
On your ass, or do you like just like pressure on your buttocks?
No, well, like it's on my lower back and ass. So it's like as if I have
like the weight of a young man.
Well.
Or a child, whatever you like.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like a little bit of like,
Interesting. So a pillow on your head.
Yeah.
So you're sleeping on your tummy.
Yeah.
With a pillow on the back of your head.
Yeah.
And a pillow on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I fuck, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, I know. But sometimes I try to experiment. I try to sleep on my back like a vampire and sleep. It's weird. It's hard to sleep on your back.
No, it's the best. Seriously, just the way I sleep is that I lay down. I lay down like this.
Whoa.
And then I close the coffin. Oops, did I say I closed the coffin?
Yeah.
I meant the lights.
Oh, the lights. Amer's the gayest vampire I know.
I suck jizz.
Dude.
I've been questioned by, because I tend to date younger girls, and apparently I sleep like an old man. I put a pillow.
What do you do?
I put a pillow under my elbow, knee. I put a pillow under my knee, and I sleep like this, and I just don't move the whole night.
Whoa.
So I just have like this, and I just like
way.
I just with my bended knee. It feels better with bended knee. Bended knee seems like a Native American. American, like it's
go get bended knee to grab.
You would be bended knee.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I watched Apollo 11, a documentary on Apollo 11.
I saw the one in theaters.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the one where they go to outer space.
They go Apollo
To the
11
moon.
to the moon, exactly. So
It's a good documentary.
It's I don't know if I've seen that. It's the same one that is on Netflix right now.
I don't know. It came out a few years ago.
It's multiple episodes, and they
it's multiple episodes.
yeah.
It's a new one.
It's pretty
So
good.
they
man.
just literally came out with a good documentary that won like the Academy Award, and now Netflix like I fucking hate Netflix sometimes because
Why?
they take a documentary that already exists that's masterfully made.
Maybe it's the same one, man.
Dude,
Don't quote me. But let's
I
assume. Let's assume you're right.
I
Okay.
doubt it because it's not multiple episodes, and then they take.
I think it's multiple episodes, or maybe I watched it a few times. Again, I feel.
All right, let me just be angry at Netflix for some reason. They take something that's already exists. They're like, let's take it. Let's do the exact same thing, but make it shittier and cheaper.
Yeah.
And then charge everybody more. And then don't let my mother use it. I don't know. Whatever. Jesus
You're
Christ.
so angry with it. It's so funny to see a guy with like angry but smiling at the same time. That's why you're hilarious. That's your comedy voice is angry with a smile on your face.
God. But yeah, it makes me mad. But I do like Netflix.
Yeah.
They did come out with Ozarks. Marty Bird.
I've seen, I think, the first season, and then I
Great.
tapped out.
So good.
Yeah?
Anyway, tell me
Anyways,
about the Apollo.
so anytime I watch something from outer space or like engineering related, it's like reminiscing about an old girlfriend. You're like, oh, I haven't.
Yeah.
I miss,
Aw.
I miss those days. So anyway, so I'm watching it, and I've never seen that one. So they remastered all the videos of the moon landing and the videos in space. So the quality is so crisp because the ones I've seen before, it was all grainy because it was
shitty.
like friggin' 1969. And there's certain things that like really, I cried.
Wow.
When I saw the.
Because you remembered it back then.
I remember when I was
watched it as a young.
when I was like 22 years
when
old.
you were a young
19
warthog. When I was a young warthog.
That's crazy, dude. If you think about it, the fact that we achieved as humanity that is amazing.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's 3 people that went to the moon and only 2 people landed?
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I wanted to ask you. So it was, do you know their names? Neil Armstrong,
Yeah, and Buzz
Aldrin,
and like George Harrison or something. What's his name?
Zoe Deschanel,
This is not Jebediah was up there.
Michael Collins.
Yeah, Michael.
So Michael Collins stayed in the
capsule.
spacecraft, in the capsule,
Yeah.
while the 2 others, they landed. And I've always, would you have said, fuck it, I'm going with you?
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Well, they need
so
a guy.
close.
They need a guy to fly this capsule.
It wasn't really flying. I think it was just orbiting
To
around.
make sure. What if it landed in the?
Yeah, but wouldn't you like, guys? Come on, no one's gonna know.
I know. What
Imagine.
couldn't they take turns?
Imagine.
But wait. How did they jump out of the capsule? Oh, it's not. Isn't the capsule on the fucking thing?
I don't know what the thing is, but the
Like,
basically
on the moon. The moon is the thing.
that is it was not a capsule. It was like a separate entity.
And the capsule was just in the air.
The thing, yeah, it's like
orbiting.
So basically, you leave Earth with a bunch of things, and then as you go up, you lose everything that
You lose
contains
all the
fuel
things. Yeah,
and
yeah.
the rockets
Leaves
and
like
the
it's,
jet whatever.
stripping bikini.
Exactly, slow like ta-na-na-na, ta-ta,
And nerds
ta-ta,
are jerking off to
lose
it.
the rocket, ta-ta, and Allah is like, come here, boy. And so as you get closer to the moon, you only have like 2-3 compartments, like 2-3 things connected together, and then you have the thing that landed on the surface of the moon, and that's the thing that went up back in space and met Michael Collins.
Okay.
But I would have like, guys, come on, let's just imagine you're so close to. Then I thought about it. When you're so good at what you do, landing on the moon is like winning an Oscar.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis, when he wins an Oscar, he doesn't care about the Oscar. For him, it's like the process of becoming the best.
Yeah, great actor.
Exactly, being a great actor. So I guess for Michael Collins, I hope for Michael Collins, he's like, okay, I want to be the best navigationer of spacecrafts to get exactly where we need to be, so I pick them up and they don't die.
Yeah.
I hope that was his life.
Absolutely.
I hope he fell in love with the process, not the price. Because walking on the moon was, as I said, the prize.
Yeah. So Norm Macdonald had such a funny joke about this, where like it was like those 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
And then like Michael Collins was in the space capsule, like thinking about it, being like, I bet the moon isn't that good or whatever. it's probably whatever, boring. And then he's like, those guys are probably out there like, doing scientific experiments. And he looks out the space capsule with his whatever, not telescope,
whatever, yeah.
And he's like, wait, are they riding dune buggies? And they're like,
they're playing golf.
They're playing golf. They're having fun.
Woo-hoo! No gravity. Woo!
So
like the whole planet is a trampoline.
For sure, he's like,
I hope for him, because no one remembers Michael Collins.
No,
this episode is dedicated for Michael Collins.
I know. I thought he sounds like a swimmer or something, Michael Collins.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I would feel bad. I would feel a little bad. But like they should have got Michael Collins guy. He should be like
on the second trip.
Well, no, like they should just got a guy who was like in a wheelchair who could have never have gone on the surface of the moon because he was in a wheelchair. He'd be like, "Listen, you can't come out because you're crippled."
Yeah, plus you save on weight because you don't need the legs.
Yeah, they cut off his legs and put him in the.
Do you know how much fuel it takes? Let's say you have a can of Coke and you want to send it to outer space.
Okay.
The weight of the can to send it to outer space, it's the take a can of Coke. That's the amount of fuel you need to send a can into space.
So it's your mass is how much?
No. Just to give you an idea, like a can is what, like 10 grams?
Yeah.
Well, you need 355 grams of fuel to send 10 grams into space.
Oh, so okay.
So it takes a lot of fuel to send something. So you're right. They should have taken someone with no legs.
Yeah.
Because they you just fucking you have extra you save on everything is about mass.
Or
to send
like
to space.
I don't know,
to leave the
a
Earth.
monkey or something. Or
they sent monkeys. The first living creature was a monkey. What's the name again of the? Oh no, it was a dog.
Damn.
It was called Yuri Gagarin was actually a human. I think he was Russian.
Okay.
And he went into space.
There were a bunch of dogs.
What's the name of the dog? My brother knows the name. Fuck.
Like Fido or?
No, I think it was a Russian dog.
Oh.
I think it was a Russian dog.
Fedorov.
I remember once I went to the only time I ever been to a resort. I went with a girl I was dating, and she's Russian. She was a Russian Jew. And we met Russians over there. And so she was talking to them in Russian. And she was like, he's an aerospace engineer. And they looked at me, he's like, Sputniki! I'm like, duh.
Sputnik was the first satellite, right?
Sputnik was the first, because I told them I work in Sputniki! Sputniki!
That's what they call all the nerds out there. Sputnik
fucking Sputnik. Sputniki. So anyways, I was watching this, and when I saw cause it's really well made. They show you all the engineers working, and they're like, I hope they fucking make it, and they're stressed. And then they show you 10, 9, 8, the countdown. And I swear, when the rockets went into space, I swear to God, I'm not religious, but I went, Allahu Akbar.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, this is Allah. God is great.
God, yeah.
God is great.
I know. No, I totally.
Thousands of people got together, and they God is great. And it's funny, you see like Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Buzz Aldrin, and they're all like stoic men of the 60s. Did you know Buzz Aldrin, was it Buzz Aldrin? Buzz Aldrin was 38 when he went into space.
No way.
My age. At 38, I started a podcast. I'm Buzz Aldrin of podcasts.
38?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. AOC, whatever that bitch, she's only 32.
Yeah.
I thought I always
listen, I heard her voice once. I'm like, she's annoying.
I know, but you forget.
That's why she's popular on Twitter, because you can't hear her voice.
Man, money's bad.
Money's bad.
It's funny. We met. We'll get to there later. Anyway, so yeah, So yeah, he was 38. I'm like, oh, you're
That's
my
amazing.
age. You're my age. You're going to space.
Damn.
And I said, we're starting a podcast. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm the Buzz Aldrin.
That is wild.
And then I thought of you because I was like rubbing one out
Mm-hmm.
to Buzz Aldrin. No, they had body,
Watch.
not a body metrics. They were measuring the pressure.
analytics.
Analytics. And the
Heart rate or
heart
something.
rate. So I have also a heart rate watch. And basically, like in the middle of going into space, Buzz Aldrin's heart rate was like 82.
No way.
And I was like lying on my sofa, and I looked, and mine was 85.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, I'm either really out of shape or
That's funny.
like this. I thought about your joke about you checking your heart rate all the
Dude,
time.
that's so funny.
I'm like,
He's just like,
yeah,
"Fucking
cool, man.
shit, I gotta go to the
And
goddamn
it's so
moon."
interesting. It's so
Dude, it's so.
yeah.
They're all just like a bunch of assholes being like, oh god.
No,
damn."
they have a task.
I know. But have you ever seen
They're
Buzz
psychopaths.
Have you seen Buzz Aldrin now?
No,
He's
like
just
100.
always like, you son of a bitch. you
Yeah, he
fucker."
must think we're all gay. Like not just like we like to take cocks up the ass, and we're like not what he thinks of an image of a gay man. You know what I mean?
He's
Not
just so-
our image of a gay man. Where they're cool.
But
but
he's
for
just
them.
like everyone's a bunch of pussies.
Exactly,
And shit now.
exactly.
Like he tried. Like people come up to him and they're like, the moon landing never
Yeah, then he
happened.
punched
And he
it.
he's like, what do you say
Yeah.
about my mom? And he just
Yeah.
he's like senile, but he still has more strength than young men.
All of us
Yeah.
put together, 100%.
Dude, it's
He's a real man. It took a real man, and it's crazy because they're so unemotional. And then you hear, because I'm listening, and I was watching it, and I was deeply entrenched into it.
Yeah.
And you see Neil Armstrong. He's on the ladder. He's about to step down. He's like, control, blah, blah, we know we landed.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go down. And that's like the only time you ever hear him break as a human, because he's like, this is the first, small step for man,
Yeah.
huge leap for mankind. And I started crying.
Wow.
I started crying because you could see in his voice
Yeah.
that's the only time he has ever been emotional.
Yeah.
He's been in space for a few days.
Yeah.
Alone, nowhere. There's no humans thousands of kilometers around you,
Yeah.
and he's about to do something that's gonna go down in history forever.
Wow.
And you could see that's the only time he breaks down. He's like small, like in his voice, he's breaking down.
Yeah.
And I started crying, and then he lands, and then I took a note because everyone knows the first sentence said in on the surface of the moon is there's a small step for man, huge leap for mankind, and the second sentence is like, I only go in a small fraction of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch, but I can see the footprints. And I just want to say, like, oh, that's what she said, I only go in a small fraction of an inch, because the second he lands the moon, he's like, okay, it's back to science mode.
Nerd. Yeah.
And he's looking at his feet.
Oh,
how-
look, my foot is
Yeah.
it's a lot lighter here or whatever.
because he wants to see how much his
Yeah.
step goes inside. I'm like, oh, it's
Dude.
just, no one knows the
How
second
does-
sentence.
I know.
It's so uncool.
Yeah.
I only go in a small fraction of an inch, which
funny.
sounds like, as I said, like that's what I tell my girlfriend when I fuck them. I only go in a small fraction of an inch.
And you're in the bathroom being like one giant leap for
man-
mankind, and you come out like, honey.
Honey, just want to take a dump.
Inch.
Oh, talking about the washrooms, you tested my bidet.
Yeah.
Tell the viewers.
It was good. It was okay. It was. Look, I like a nice, insanely sharp, hard stream up my ass.
Mhm.
This is a little gentle. I'm assuming it can get really, really sharp.
Yeah, you had to press a button.
Okay.
The turbo.
yeah. It was nice. No, it was cool. It was cool. I like the fan. Does the fan get more focus, or is it just around general area?
It's the whole ass.
But the thing is like, the water is in my ass
Yeah,
anus,
yeah.
not in my ass cheeks. But that makes sense. I don't know. It's good.
From what hole do you shit?
My pores just out.
Exactly. I just had a mental image.
I know, dog.
Oh, it was bad. Sorry, listeners.
Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Wait, yours is how wide is yours? How wide is your stream? Because you have a shitty bidet. You have a poor man's bidet.
Yeah. No, mine has no fan on it.
Yeah, no. Okay, but what are you complaining about? You said
I wasn't complaining. I was just saying that the fan just
Yeah.
it dries my
Yeah.
whole ass cheek
Yeah.
and shit. I want like a
yeah. You want to like a
just my
little
balls go-
midget. No, this is your penis goes.
like I'm trying to do it.
Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't use it often. The fan.
Yeah, probably.
because I dry up
Yeah, you
afterwards,
dry up after.
and it's like, ooh, you feel so
No, it's
refreshing.
good. It was
The
really
water can be intense though. You got to be careful because you
Yeah?
said you like it more.
Yeah.
When it's my ass is like, oh.
Oh, yeah, no. I like that it's warm. It feels different. Yeah.
Imagine in the cold winter morning, the heated seat,
Yeah.
the warm water up.
That is
oh,
nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hopefully, it's a return investment eventually.
Glug, 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 glug. Well, that's the thing is that I wrote a new eating ass joke,
Mm-hmm.
so now I have to pay my rent. I think I told you this last time in the car.
Theory.
My theory is that every time I write a joke, every time I spend money,
Yeah.
like a whole lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
I feel the need to write jokes about it,
Yeah.
so that I can make money with that
That's smart.
experience.
Yeah, that's great.
Like,
idea.
I went clubbing, it
Mhm.
cost me like a
Now- and they have
couple
bit
of bills,
about it.
and now I have a whole bit about
That's
it,
crazy. That's
which
good.
is pretty good.
Damn. So I was thinking about this lately, and this guy, you meet people and they're just like, they're like already friendly with you, but they're just I don't know. So look, I went to get my hair cut, and
Not from your mom.
from my mom.
Okay.
This was a while ago. It was like last year, and I can't stop thinking about this fucking guy, this piece of shit. I go to my mom's work, get a haircut or whatever. Claire gets a haircut, and then she has this colleague, my mom, this guy. He's this douchey looking dude, and he was talking to us. And he's like, "Oh, what do you do?" I say, "Like what I do, whatever this bullshit." And then Claire's like, "I'm doing my PhD," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I do a PhD too. I have a PhD too, a pretty hard dick." And I'm like, "What the fuck, man? Like, what a piece of shit."
Huh?
You don't agree? You think that's
No,
a nice?
I'm
cool-
listening. I want.
Oh, okay.
I have no emotion. I'm like Neil Armstrong right now. I'm just listening, and then I'll be a human once I land.
I was just like upset. Like, why
Were you upset because he's used the word dick around your girlfriend?
Well, he's just like, why are you even talking to us like this? Like just this is how people should talk when you meet a person. Hi, how are you? And then if you get to know, my name is this, and then it's slowly,
Yeah.
hey, and then years and years and years later, you can use these words with me.
Yeah.
Not
Did you
right
tell?
away.
Did you say that you were a comedian?
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, I thought maybe no. I didn't say I was a comedian.
You have to remember, not a lot of people are funny.
Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal, especially.
And
it's
pretty
just
hard dick
gross.
is like a hacky.
So shitty.
Were you offended by the hackiness or by the fact that he said that? Sometimes I'm offended by the
It
hackiness.
was really hacky. I was like, come on.
I'm like,
'Cause
come on, bro.
He was laughing. He's like, and he's like, I know he's like a father and shit, and
Just trying to relate. But listen. I try not to judge people in customer service when they're being overly because it's
Yeah.
their job.
Mhm.
They're paid. They hate you. Just so you know, he hates you.
I know, but
he
he should
goes
be a
home and he
robot.
beats his kids because of you. You understand? He
that
hates
makes
you.
you feel better. Then.
Exactly. All right, that's good. And his wife. Yeah, is that better? All right.
Phew.
You know what I mean? No one wants to be friendly for a salary.
Yeah.
So for sure, he was like,
He wasn't cutting my hair though. He was just like,
still, you understand? The world, the system beats you, and you end up like thinking that you have to be friendly. That's why,
Yeah.
like anyone who's friendly to me,
Mhm.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I appreciate. You know who I find the people that I dislike
Mhm.
are the people who are overtly friendly, but they're not. They're just like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Why are you being friendly like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. What?
Be a human.
Yeah.
People who agree with you way too much.
Mhm.
We know some people in our world
Mhm.
that every time I speak with them, they're like, yeah.
I know.
I can say like they should kill gingers, and they're like, yeah, man, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I could say the most horrible thing, they'll just agree with
I
you. I'm
know.
like, what are you? Are you a human? Like, what the fuck?
No.
Is that even a personality, as Louis C.K. would say? God, peace be upon him. You know what I mean? Like, is this? What is this?
No.
Are you a receptacle? I could just say shit in you. Are you a toilet bowl? Or I can just throw anything in you?
Yeah. Well, this guy, he's big jerk, big dickhead. I don't know.
I remember once I went to Grumpy's, and there was a guy, and he was like, "Hey, guy, let me buy you drinks." I'm like, "No." He was buying drinks for everyone. I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Nah." And
Because he bought your time.
he didn't even know. It was before I got on stage. I think he
Oh.
just wanted to, I don't know, either steal my kidney or sell me on
But
something.
like, did
I'm
he
like,
know like you're part of the group or no? He just
it's a small
"Hey."
bar. Like, "Hey, dude, let me." I'm like,
okay.
"Nah."
Yeah.
He gave me the weird vibe. Like, you're a psycho. Like
Yeah.
you're a not psychopath. You're a sociopath. You want something.
Yeah.
I believe I am a psychopath and a sociopath
Mhm.
combined, so I
Oh.
can detect it in others.
Ah.
And I'm like, something's iffy in his
Yeah.
personality. Why are you being so friendly to me? What if I'm a piece of shit?
Yeah, I know. Like sometimes
Be human,
you're
man.
You're at a show or whatever. Sometimes a guy buys you a drink.
Yeah.
I only say yes if like I'm feeling in
Yeah,
the mood
yeah,
to
yeah,
like
exactly,
entertain.
yeah.
Because if he buys you the thing, you gotta then be like, so what do you do here, buddy? Oh,
You know
that's
what's
great.
funny? I learned that because I used to, someone would buy me a drink like,
Yeah.
oh thanks, I would just take
Just
it and
leave
leave.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you
And
want
I'm
to
like,
do.
hey, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I didn't.
Yeah.
My
He
lack
wants
of
to
empathy. He
chew
wants to
your
buy my
dick
time.
off or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Yeah, he
Your
wants
ear.
it. Yeah, but now I mean I try not to drink when I do shows now. So I
Yeah.
just say no, thank you, no, thank you.
Yeah. Damn. Fuck. I don't know.
It's so funny. There's a new comic on the scene.
Oh yeah.
He's friendly, like he's a new guy. Like I was hosting the on Wednesday, and it was like his first or second open mic. And then afterwards, like, oh, what a fun show! And he did well. He had funny jokes. Like he's a funny human.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, because he talked about his in his set that he has 5 kids,
Oh. Fuck.
and and he's like, oh, you should add me on Facebook. You know, you'll get to see my 5 kids. And I said, oh, cool. I'll have something to jack off to. And he started laughing. And for a second, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just say? And then he laughed. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, that's a
funny to
sentence
jack
I
off
cannot say to another human being.
Oh my God.
I'm like, sometimes you're still in, because
Yeah,
we were
kinda
off
like-
stage. Like, we were, I'm like,
Yeah. Like he's not a comedian yet.
Yeah.
You know? He's not.
he's not a ripe banana. He's still a green
he's
banana.
not thinking about using his kids as
And
jack off material.
It's like the sentence came, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm sorry, bro. I shouldn't have
so
said that. He's like, no, I get it. It's just a horrible thing to say. Let me jack off to your 5 kids
Yeah, that'd be a reason to go to hell.
for that joke.
No.
I think we talked about it on the Jofo podcast. Do you think the devil cares about words or actions? And you said something interesting. You want to repeat it for? I said no. He
Words
cares
or
about
ac-
actions because he's an old. The devil is not a woke 2022
Yeah.
human. It's he's like 60 years old or whatever. So it's actions. Like, oh, you kill, you rape, you steal. It's like the old.
Yeah.
It's the old the 10 Commandments, of rap. And but you said that no, but he maybe
I
he's
don't
woke
remember at
because
Oh,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah, maybe okay.
because he would be more annoying if he was always modernizing his thing.
Exactly, he's modernizing. Yeah, it's true. Like, what if like the devil now is mad for tweeting, retweeting
Like you-
Elon Musk or whatever?
You
being like-
misgendered someone.
yeah.
Like, oh, you're gonna burn it. Imagine, like, that would be funny though if like the devil kept updating just so
Yeah.
everyone goes to hell. Like there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
there's no perfect
like
human.
the fucking the standard
Yeah.
is you vote liberal.
Yeah, or
and,
like yeah, exactly.
You agree with you're angry that they're against the
You're a man.
the
You're
abortion laws are
you're a
too
white
strict.
man.
Yeah,
you're a white man. So
Oh, okay.
that's a bit, man. That's a if you ever want to get into
Yeah,
that
that's
world.
not bad. That's
I would like how the devil keeps always updating
Yeah.
his standards to follow what's a la mode, what's fashionable,
Dude.
so that everyone goes to hell.
I think this is actually really interesting. So, back in like the 50s and the 40s, growing up, my grandma she grew up in Greece, right?
Mhm.
And she said that the devil lived in Greece. People would go in the woods and they would see the devil and shit. They say they would go on hikes or
Just a
whatever.
black guy. It's your racist Greek grandma.
Dude, it's
Mom, I am just from Africa. I am not the devil.
So like people would say like apparently like they would go in a church and like my grandma or my grandpa said that he walked into church and saw like this man possessed by the devil and his tongue jumped out of his mouth and was running around going crazy. And then so they said anytime they would go in the woods, they would go on long walks, and by the end they would start like seeing the devil and being terrorized. But turns out, no joke, that a bunch of mushrooms grow in those parts of the world, and they would just eat mushrooms off the ground. They would trip balls, and they would think they saw the devil, and they would spread rumors all around the island. It's a small island of Zakynthos or whatever. It's like a small shitty island, and word spreads that the devil lives in the forest or whatever.
But you would think that, like, your grandpa, after eating the mushrooms and having that crazy, like, yo, we gotta find a solution where where did that come from? Is it the olive oil? Is it the anal sex? Like, why am I tripping balls?
I know, but he would be like, "It's the devil." They don't.
Yeah, but then it happens once, and then
Yeah.
the next time you're like, oh, you know what? Let's not eat those
Maybe it was part of their tradition.
God damn, that's
Who the
crazy.
fuck isn't that insane?
That's insane.
So that's why the devil has been so instilled in my life growing up. Like,
yeah, you told me. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to go back. You said your mom used to scare you with the devil.
dude, this is. I don't know if did I ever tell you the story?
No.
Never, dude. It is fucked. So anytime we'd misbehave, my mom would say, "Stop, or the devil's gonna come and kidnap you."
The devil became the father figure. Because me, when I was a kid, it's like your dad is gonna beat you, and it's like the devil.
It's true.
She replaced the father.
Would you wait until the devil comes home. You're really gonna get. But so my mom would say that the devil would come and then kidnap me, and then you'd learn your lesson or whatever. One day we were so bad, we wouldn't go to bed. All this shit, we wouldn't go to bed. And my mom said, "Listen, if you're not in bed by 9, if you're not asleep by 9 p.m., the devil's gonna come and kill you, basically." And I'm like, "Whoa, oh my god!" And I'm in bed, and I'd be like freaking out because like she really threatened us with the devil. And I'd be looking at the clock. I'd be like, "Oh my god, it's 8:30. It's 9 o'clock will come out," and I'd be like, I can't sleep. Don't let the devil come get me." And she was like,
smoking crack. You're like, get the fuck out of here, man. I just want my free time.
and she'd be like, "Listen, it's 9 o'clock. I guess it's time for the devil to come out." And I'd be like, please no. And she said, "Okay, let me see what I can do." So she would go to like my bedroom and be like, "I'm going to talk to the devil in your room. And then I'll negotiate to see if I'll let you like not put out." So she would close the door. And then she'd pretend she would be like
so
raped by the devil or whatever.
What?
She'd be like, help.
Oh, okay.
It's like really fucked up shit, right? And
it's funny, in my mind, she's like, like, oh yeah, that's not rape.
Oh my god.
Like, I never imagine rape sounds. I just imagine your hot mom going, in your bedroom.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Puppy devil.
Oh, shut up. Oh, she's fucking Christ. Anyway. But then, my mom would come out. She'd pretend she's all beat up.
Without a bra.
Oh, jeez.
She's like, I took care of the devil. We're good now. He's tired.
Yeah,
He's taking a nap.
He's taking a nap. You're going to have to sleep in the living room.
Yeah, it's that's fucked up, man. You gotta, damn, man.
Yeah, that's a fucked up story. Interesting, though.
Is that maybe why you sleep with your ass in the air with a pillow on it?
I don't want the devil to rape me.
Exactly. You don't want the devil to rape you? When I read books. I don't read often, but when I do, I'm in my dark. You haven't seen my bedroom when there's no light. No light can get in. It could be noon outside.
I love that. I love blackout shit. Yeah,
just complete black. There's literally I do this. I wake up. I have no idea what time it is.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it's complete pitch darkness. Even the cracks of the doors, no light come in. Everything is blocked. So I sleep, and when I read, I take my phone. I read on my phone, right? And I set the page to be black. The lowest light possible, and the letters are like a slight white, like off-white, and so it's as if I'm reading words floating in the sky.
Oh, so you read off your phone?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So imagine my phone.
That's cool.
So all you see are like not white, like yellowish white, not very white, beige, off-white. So even the words are not, and it takes me, and within 2 minutes, if I'm reading a story, I'm in the story.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. It's a very fun way to read.
Yeah, I used to love.
Yeah, like, your English is so good.
Well, I grew up with English. I don't know.
I love reading you should write more.
Yeah, I know, dude. I used to love reading, man. I used to then turn gay. Reading's gay. No,
actually, reading was gay when I was in high school. If you read, you're like, oh, this gay guy.
I used to, I know. I don't know. I used to read a bunch, but not anymore. Like then, like like I have friends that like are really into like books and shit. Yeah. And so I go to the library and I look at like what's cool. There's sometimes they have like tables filled with like what's neat this week or whatever. And then like my friends come over and they see like what I'm reading and they're like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Hey, fuck those friends, man.
I know, but the thing is, it's
I'll beat them up for you.
But then they're like, "Listen, I can recommend the best books ever," and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like you just want to read your.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know.
So I have to have like.
Yeah, well, he's a book snob. I can't beat him though. He's very strong. So
the thing is, like, I have to hide the fact that I read books from like everybody. It's almost like imagine if some guy's into.
I asked him once book recommended. He recommended me like 3-4 books, and these were some of the best books I ever read.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
I wanted to get into Russian literature, and he recommended like I think Dostoevsky. I think it was Dostoevsky. One of those Russian guys, and it was like he's like you have to read this traduction, this translation.
yeah.
Like not this one. This one is garbage. You have to read this one. I'm like, all right. And I read it. I'm like, this is the most human book ever that I ever read in my life.
Damn.
And then he recommended, I think, Moby Dick. I think it was Moby Dick. He's like, you should read Moby Dick. And I read it. I'm like, oh my God, he's right.
Really?
I fucking love Moby Dick. Then I read it. He recommended Lolita, and I couldn't finish it.
Was it good?
Because you know the story about Lolita, right?
Wasn't it the
pedophile?
Yeah.
So it's about a guy who falls in love with a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
But I told you how I read my books. I'm in complete darkness reading words.
So you're in the book.
So I'm in the book, and the writing is so good.
Uh-huh.
But he's writing about the thighs of a 14-year-old.
Yeah,
I was like, my
dude.
brain is like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. So I couldn't.
That's crazy.
But honestly, one of the best the prose,
Yeah.
best prose ever. However, he could have written about like lizards and dragon. He would have been, if he could have been the best writer in the world. But he decided to write about the thighs of a 14-year-old, and I could not finish it. It's like another book I could not finish was American Psycho.
I tried reading that too. That's a brutally fucked up book, man. It's so like
I could sense the
evil.
cocaine in his writing.
But it's
Like, have you heard of punctuations, bro?
Do you know how that guy what's his name again? The guy that wrote that book?
I don't know.
It's
Cokie McCoco.
Cokie McCoco.
So much coke.
Cokie McCoco. Oh, whatever. Fuck. He was on the Rogan.
No, that's not who.
That's not him?
No. That's
not
the hero.
Chuck Palahniuk?
No, that's he wrote Fight Club. American Psycho is it's another guy.
Okay, never mind.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I'm like, I'm reading it and I'm getting like, I'm in my bed. Like, as I said, just imagine words, and I don't know how you read, but if I'm reading a good book, I forget that I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
I see a movie. Mm-hmm. So the words so it's like, and then it's a movie. And then I'm like, and I'm just watching a movie.
That's cool. Okay.
All right, listen, before we go, we should bring up there's two things we definitely need to bring up.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget, every Sunday.
Oh, yeah, every Sunday.
By the time this comes out, we already had our first one. So unless we burn down the place.
No, it's coming out this week.
Yeah, but they're not going to hear it.
No.
Wait.
It's
coming Thursday. Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain is fucked up because of my sleep.
Okay.
So you guys, come to Sunday. I'll let you do it. My brain is dying.
Guys, please.
Girls too, and non-gender binary folks.
Boneheads, bone ladies, bone hoes, come to the comedy show at the M Montreal Hotel Bar every Sunday. 8:30 p.m. Montreal, St. Andre Street in the Village, Barrie UQAM Metro. If you need to take the Metro, Saint Laurent, Saint Catherine,
yeah. Fantastic show. We have a great lineup, great headliner for this Sunday show.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Sweet headliner. Is this
lineup. I don't know if he wants us to advertise that he's doing it.
Sure.
Well, I might advertise it either way. Anyways, fantastic show, guys. Come watch it. And here's an idea that I shared with you. I want you to tell me what you think. So I have this crazy white wall that I think is blah.
Yeah,
it's ugly.
It's not that crazy yet.
I saw someone do this. I'm like, we should steal that idea. There's a guy, he was writing the name of all his followers on a skateboard.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what if we write the name of all our followers on the wall? Like, we start here.
Yeah.
And then
you don't mind writing on the wall?
Well, it's gonna piss off my landlord, but fuck him in the ass.
You can just paint over it.
Exactly, you can paint over it. Plus, like, once we fill up all the wall, then it's like, all right, let's fucking get a studio.
Wow.
Like, we need to upgrade. Once we fill up all the wall, we need to upgrade.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty cool.
But
here's the thing. I'm not doing it with 5 names on the walls, okay? That's just graffiti.
Yeah.
So, if you're interested, if we get 10 names, 10 names, we'll start writing them on the wall. So, guys,
how do we get the names?
Write in the comment your Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
Or your is that the
handle?
Your handle. I thought you said candle. I'm like, candle? Yeah. Write your handle in the comment section or on Instagram. We'll post this on Instagram as well. And if you're interested, we'll write your name and you'll be the first, the first 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And well, we want to fill the wall. So every show, we need to remind people every time that.
Yeah.
And we'll take a photo or like me signing it.
And it's going to look cool. We're going to have a big wall.
Big wall filled with. So imagine this wall filled with.
Yeah, and don't make up in it. Don't be like.
No, because we can see your tag, your handle.
Coke Nazi or whatever.
Yeah. Well, unless it's your actual handle. If it's Koki McCoke Nazi, then I'll have to write Koki McCoke Nazi on the wall. But that has to be your handle because we can see your handle. All right? And you get to choose who writes it. If you want Gabe or Amer on the wall.
Why are you doing that? Why?
I don't know. What if people love you more? Oh yeah. So why? No. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do whatever we want. So guys, yeah. If you're interested, we need a shorter version of everything I just said, so we can post it every time.
Yeah.
We'll write it on the wall. We'll fill the wall. We'll piss off my landlord. I think it would be funny.
Yeah.
I think every time you'd watch it, you'd see like, hey, I'm Koki McCook Nazi. Koki McNazi.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. So do
Yeah.
that. And
But I'm not gonna do it with 5 names.
Yeah, and also it costs $100. Your name.
No, that's
I'm
great.
joking. I'm
Nah,
joking.
if you're a Patreon, we'll write it in red.
Yeah.
Once we have a
Oh,
Patreon, so
that's
people like they're
cool.
special, you know.
That's a genius idea.
I'm telling you, dude. That's the only thing I'm good at. It's
That's
coming.
fine. I always say genius idea just to make you do that whole thing. I'm telling you, man.
and
I always say genius just to.
just so you know, I became aware of it, but I still enjoy doing it because it boosts my ego.
No, but it's a really good idea. That's a good idea.
I come up with ideas. I'm not an old genius, but I do come up with ideas.
So
So
that's fun.
yeah,
Fun podcast.
I think so.
This is pretty good.
All right,
We did good podcast.
all right, man. It was good seeing you.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Come
Sunday,
to the show
come to
and,
Sunday. Use discount code Bonne Nuit
and
save.
also, if you're in Ottawa, we're in Ottawa.
Oh yeah, it's true.
We're doing a show in
Oh yeah, I
Ottawa.
forgot. Oh, Saturday, Ottawa heads and hoes. We're doing
A show.
a show.
Maybe we'll post it. We're gonna post it.
Yeah, we'll post it.
Because I don't even know where.
Because we're co-headlining.
Yeah, and we're getting bring Rocco Popeye's chicken to the place.
You're making people bring you more food. Haven't you learned your lesson
Oh, you're
from
right,
the cookies?
You're right.
You're gonna get jizz in the hot sauce. All right, guys. We love you.
Bye.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
Good night.
See ya. Suck my dick.